Welcome back, everybody, to episode 5 of the Casuals podcast. We're coming at you a little differently this time. I should be hitting your whatever platform you use to listen or watch on Saturday because, as casuals, we did not feel comfortable taking time away from our families to record on Thanksgiving for you. But it's okay. It's a little different. We're keeping it casual. We're still going to come at you with our Sunday picks. So we'll have all those ready for you. We're going to start off with the NBA, though. As you can see, King Boog is not here. He will be joining us later because of the weird schedule. He's driving home right now from God knows where. But as soon as he gets back, he'll be hitting us up. But we're going to talk about the NBA in his absence. This has been one of the more surprising starts to the season we've seen in a long time now. A lot of upstart teams, a lot of kind of surprisingly discouraging teams. Six. What's your biggest surprise team that you've seen so far in the NBA this year?
My biggest surprise team, I think I would have to go with the Pistons. I knew that they were a good young solid core. I knew they had a something they were building. I didn't know it was already this far along. Cade Cunningham, he's making that leap into stardom. He was already borderline star. He was an all-star, but he's making that leap now to be an actual elite top 3 to 5 player at his position. I think, they had that Thompson twin, which both of the Thompson twins are athletic freaks. I think that this Pistons team, that might be my biggest surpriser. I am happy with what I'm seeing. I think they're ahead of schedule, but it's not ahead of schedule to where, they're still not mature enough for it. They have a good base, a good team. I like the Pistons.
Danny, any thoughts on the Pistons, or do you have a different team you think has been more surprising this year?
I think Phoenix has been pretty surprising this year. Detroit to me was good last year. They've taken that next step. Obviously, Jalen Duren, we were talking about him a couple pods episodes ago. Phenomenal player. But Phoenix to me is the most surprising. I honestly, I do like the Phoenix, the Suns team. The way they're playing ball is it's a little Kobe esque. So, I like how they play. So
They're
it's not
playing
gonna.
hard.
I don't think this is gonna be continuing. This is a team with Dylan Brooks on their team. At the end of the day, he is not solid for me without like a solid group of core. Jalen Green as well, same player type thing. Him and Dylan Brooks, just it doesn't work in the playoffs, even if they make it. So, yeah, Phoenix, but I'm loving this. Pablo Torre. Shout out to Pablo Torre. He is Filipino, right? Or is he?
He is Filipino,
Oh,
I think.
he's Filipino, man. That Filipino dude, man, got the Clippers looking like dog shit, man. Got this locker room in disarray.
The
Ownership.
Clippers are
I'm
rough.
loving it. I'm loving it personally.
I think you make some good
Yeah, those
points
are
on the Suns. But I think the Suns, when they traded for Dylan Brooks and they got rid of Kevin Durant, they really turned a whole leaf in their organization from we're going to be bucket getters. We had Bradley Beal, we had Kevin Durant, we had Devin Booker. They changed from saying we're going to outscore you to they got in a Dylan Brooks type of guy to being a hard-nosed defensive team. And I think that they right now are a cohesive unit, and it's looking like they might be some dark horse in the West, but the West is just too stacked that
Right.
they're going to
Yeah,
flame out.
they're gonna flame out. I just
Yeah, I don't expect that to keep up in the sense that they're going to make the playoffs, but I do think people were talking a little bit crazy on them, saying that they were going to be by far like the worst team in the league. There's
Right.
still a lot of talent in Phoenix, obviously,
Yeah.
and I do like the identity they're building there. They play hard.
Yeah.
Uh, Head of the season, Uncle Bill was put on blast because he said they were going to be the worst defense in the league, and the owner Matt Ishbia was like, "I'm willing to bet with you we will not be the worst defense in the league."
yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
been correct so
Dallas
far. I mean, Dylan Brooks, Royce
Dallas looks like
O'Neal,
the worst
Mark Williams.
defense in the league. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, it's honestly their offense, man. Dallas cannot. The worst
Yeah,
part about their defense is
they
that
have
they
no
can't.
playmaker. They have no playmaker. Yeah, the defense is
Yeah,
actually decent. It's still they're just letting people ball by them. They just go small. It's too easy.
yeah. But yeah, I actually do think both of the starts for the Pistons and the Suns is pretty sustainable. I mean, they play hard. They have good
They do.
physical identities. Pistons play great defense. They're a tough team, and I don't know. I think people just kind of thought that they would regress really bad with the pieces they lost. I mean, they lost Tim Hardaway and Malik Beasley, and they thought the shooting would kind of fall off a cliff. But I mean, they got Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson's a hooper. He's a great movement shooter. He's been working out really
Yeah,
well for them.
I
I mean,
think I
obviously,
think
no one saw the Jalen Duren leap coming, but
yeah, I think Toronto also is making a big leap too. So Brandon Ingram really shining. He's got a hey man, he got Glorilla as a Raptor wag. Like this is crazy, man. He's
yeah,
got
big year
Glorilla out
for
in Canada.
keepers, compiling
She's got
talent.
to go through immigration, man. Like to go see a Raptors game. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy. I like
Uh,
Brandon Ingram, but
but Brandon Ingram hooping out of his mind, man. Shout out to
he
him,
is.
former Laker.
He is. He's been Brandon Ingram's having a fantastic start to the season, but I don't think that this Raptors team is gonna. I think they're frauds. I think they're going to fall to a 5 or 6 seed and probably be out in the first round. If they even make it to a top 4 seed, they're still not making out the first round. They're my frauds for the year in a weak East. They're one of those, very mid teams that don't play bad against bad teams, so they beat all the bad teams. And there's a lot of bad teams in the East.
Yeah, they're a good bad team. I would agree with you there that they're probably one of the fakest teams to begin the season, just in terms of they're not a horrible team for sure, but 14-5 so far, I don't think they're going to keep up that pace.
No.
But yeah, the other big surprise for me that I don't think is going to continue is the Clippers, like you mentioned early on, how bad they've been at 5 and
Bad.
13. And the crazy part is that like James Harden is playing really fucking well.
He
Like
is.
you would think if you were just looking at his individual numbers and you had to guess what their record would be based off of those numbers, you would never guess 5-13. But
No.
the thing for them is no one else is playing well. Chris Paul's fallen off the cliff. He had to announce his retirement again just so he could try to get some garbage time minutes for his farewell
Retirement
tour.
tour is crazy.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard's coming on slowly.
He's not
Bradley
Kobe. I
Beal,
love you like that.
aka unlimited PTO, is out for the season again already.
Hey, the
But yeah,
Clippers
it's
trying not to
crazy.
pay him.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I do think they'll probably get back to 500 ball eventually once Kawhi Leonard gets going, and especially if James Harden can keep it up.
Yeah.
So for me personally, I would say that's the fakest start to the NBA so far this season. I think everything else is pretty sustainable. I do want to give a
Okay.
shout out to the Heat, Coach Snow doing his thing, getting those guys playing really well, especially without
Yeah.
Tyler Hero. They come out with a brand new identity. They basically don't run pick and rolls anymore, and it's been working for them. I think they're going to keep that up. But you do have to wonder how they're going to integrate Hero once he does come back, considering that he's one of the more screen reliant players in the NBA.
Right. For sure. I think that the Heat are showing, and not the Heat, but Eric Spoelstra, he's showing why he's one of the greatest coaches, not only in the game right now, but of all time. The offensive scheme they have right now is hard for defenses to keep up with, and it's creating easy shots for their bucket getters. I mean, they brought in Norman Powell, and he's hooping, man. He's hooping. He's
Hooping.
hooping. They're giving him, and the
I
biggest
love
thing is they're giving him the opportunity and the plays to do his thing. But the Heat, their offensive scheme is no one's caught on to it really strongly yet. It will get caught on to, but for right now, they're going to win games.
Yeah, it's very much a copycat league. I love that about the NBA. It's always evolving. We're seeing a few other teams kind of do this too, where they're going away from screens and just maximizing spacing. I mean, everyone in the league's a
Yeah,
hooper now. If you put them out in space one on one, they're probably going to create an advantage. So
yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how Spo can kind of revolutionize that. But all right, let's take a quick break. We'll be coming back to you with some NFL recaps and, of course, our previews, picks, lotto, and locks for Week 13. All right,
I
everybody,
got you.
we're coming back to you with our NFL picks now. Uncle Boog is back with us here. So let's
Yer.
get into it. This time we're recording on Friday, so we've already gotten to see the Thanksgiving and Black Friday games. Some big ones went down. Let's start with the Packers Lions. What did y'all think about that one?
The Lions are frauds. Let's say it. Let's just say it. Let's just say it.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Amon
I'm
Ross
on.
hurt for 2
I'm on
weeks.
Ross St. Brown. When he did the Trump dance, he killed the Lion season. I'm with that.
Cursed the team.
Yo.
Cursed
He
the
cursed the
team.
season. He
Curse
cursed
the
the
team.
season.
Yeah, well, first off, welcome to the episode, Book. Happy. That's why we love having you here. It's reasons like that. All
Yup,
for 10 seconds into the episode.
I'm
Great
with it.
point.
Let's go.
That's it right there. That's the
Let's
headline.
go. I'm talking about it because look, man. I mean, the Lions offense. Amon Ra goes down in the first quarter. I think the first drive, which kind of killed the team. Jamison Williams stepped up. That was a big game for
He
him,
stepped up
but.
huge.
I mean, just the running game couldn't get going, and I really like the Packers pass rush, man. Micah Parsons blew the game up yesterday. It was a Micah Parsons game. It was a big game on the defensive end for the Packers, and I think they really sent a message on the road on Thanksgiving, man. They kind of shut the Lions down. The score was closer than the game kind of felt watching it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all felt.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think that this sweep of the Lions is going to go a long way for playoffs when it comes to the Lions and Packers. Of course, that tie is going to be the final judgment between the two of them. But these 2 wins over the Lions is huge. I think, like you said, the pass rush really made a statement. I think the offense, the receiving crew is better than people might be giving credit for. And Josh Jacobs didn't have the best game, but he's still a very good right back. But yeah, I think you make great points, and I just echo all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Christian Watson's been huge since he came back. I mean, he's the first Packers receiver to really pop off the screen. And I think having him as that number one has kind of helped everybody out to move into their like rightful respective roles. But yeah, this was the first game where Josh Jacobs really, really got going. I mean, he's been having a decent fantasy year, but that's been
Mhm.
from just like pure volume. Where this time he really took advantage of a Lions defense that hasn't been showing up the way you would expect. But they're still in position to make a playoff push. But yeah, it's time to get going, and they're definitely on fraud watch for sure.
Yeah, like just look back at the beginning of the season when they whooped the Bears' ass, and the Bears were 0-2, and these guys were 2-0. Now the Bears are number one in the NFC North, and the Lions are kind of fraudulent. It's what happens when you associate yourself with who shall not be named. I won't even do him the dignity of that, but like you, it's a curse, man. It's a curse. What you gonna do? And he gets hurt on the first play for 0 points of the game. I feel vindicated.
And this was the first. This felt like the first game in a couple weeks where Jordan Love wasn't throwing the ball with his head up his ass.
For
This was a
real.
really good Jordan Love game. And
Yeah.
we've been on the pod. We've been
It was
kind of out on him. Not very been kind of lukewarm. I would say probably a little cold on him, honestly. So
NFC Trevor
Yeah.
Lawrence, bro.
and we did call him NFC Trevor Lawrence,
NFC Trevor
which was a
Lawrence.
scolding
Handsome Trevor
That's
Lawrence.
crazy.
a
Handsome
scolding
Trevor
review.
Lawrence.
But yeah, this was a great Jordan Love game as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
He hooped.
this was Matt LaFleur has probably been waiting for this game all season. So
He finally hooped for his contract, I will say. Like,
yeah,
it's been a minute.
absolutely.
But yeah, for sure the Lions are on fraud watch. They're gonna have to get going if they want to make this playoff push. They're the 9th seed now. And there's a team creeping up on them pretty fast. That's the Dallas Cowboys, who have been on an absolute roll since the trade deadline. Got a
Yep.
huge win over the Chiefs, 31-28. That was the second game on the Thanksgiving slate.
Yeah.
So what did y'all think about that game? Was it that the Cowboys are for real, or are the Chiefs fake?
I mean, well, the crazy is we didn't get to record after, they beat the Eagles last week as well. So, like, they've had 2 insane wins in 4 days. And the Cowboys, I don't know, man. Maybe Jerry's cooking for real. Who knows what he saw like? But now
Jerry
that-
Jones
You show- you-
resurgence.
with that tie, now they're 1 game out of the NFC East now. Like the the Eagles just blew this fucking game against the Bears like crazy. The Eagles offense, god awful, by the way.
Yeah.
But like this is, I don't understand the. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Cowboys are going to make a playoff push. Their schedule is still kind of difficult. I feel like, but we'll see.
I mean, I think that the Cowboys have a really strong chance to make the playoffs, to be honest with you. I think that they have a really high powered offense. I think George Pickens has officially found his way and is looking like he might be the best receiver on that team. We all know CD Lamb and how great he is as a
Contract year.
player. But Pickens is currently second most receiving yards, out of any receiver in the NFL. He's been phenomenal. I don't think their schedule is that hard. I'm looking at it right now, and they have Detroit next week, which they're spiraling, but Detroit's still a good team. But then they have Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants. I mean, that's four.
I don't trust Dak Prescott down the stretch. I'm sorry.
It
That's
might not. So the
Dak
thing is,
Prescott. Look. I'm sorry. Dak Prescott has fooled me many of times with these bombs that he throws
Come
and his
on, man.
great throws, but I'm not trusting Dak
Everyone's
Prescott
been
down the
saying
stretch.
like, who's
I'm
the next
sorry.
Matt Stafford? Who's the
I'm
next
sorry.
person that
And
has
it's
been
not Dak.
balling out
It's
that
not
people
Dak
don't
Prescott.
believe in? It is Dak Prescott, bro. And like
he's
maybe
putting
he
up the
won't even need a
numbers.
new team.
No,
He
they beat
absolutely
the
is putting out the
Eagles.
numbers.
Yeah, they beat the Eagles, which Eagles, like you said, are a very good team. No matter the struggles that their first world offense is having, because their struggles are still 24 points a
First
game.
world offense.
They're not struggles for a real
They
football team.
just
They're
put up
struggles for
15. They just
the,
put up 15.
they did, but I'm still thinking their offense is still a high-powered offense. AJ Brown just had 2 touchdowns. Like I think they have a still a very good team. I think that the Cowboys coming back and winning that game shows the potential. They do have a solid defense with the two additions of Quentin Williams, and then of course what they traded the great Micah Parsons for. They don't have that pass rusher that they really do kind of need, but that's something they chose to give away for what they have in return,
I mean, do they
which
really
is a
need
more
it?
complete team.
I think the Cowboys are
I
just
think
hot
they
Yeah,
have a
right
so
I
great
now.
far
mean,
it
chance to
doesn't
make the
really look
playoffs.
like it.
I
they
think they're
just
just hot. They're just
they
hot,
beat
man.
they beat the defending champs and the runner ups in back to back weeks. I mean,
Back to back weeks.
if there's ever an example of setting the bar and beating it, I mean it's beating the champs and the runner ups. I mean, they definitely
Yeah.
sent a message in.
Yeah.
Just look, we'll get
Yeah.
to the Eagles game, but the Eagles don't look like they're in peak form right now. And the way the Cowboys offense looks, combined with that defense, you know, against the Chiefs couldn't really get the running game going, which says more about the Chiefs, I think, than the Cowboys because they're. I mean, it's still a well coached team, and for them to kind of shut them down how they did, I mean, I was impressed. I was impressed by the Cowboys.
That's strong
Yeah,
words
not
coming
to
from Vic.
break out
I
of
think the Eagles should be scared. If I'm an Eagles fan, if my name is Jordan Quinn, not just because my fantasy team is that
Hey,
good,
no,
but
whoa,
my
whoa,
real
whoa,
team,
whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
my real team is
We
sliding
gotta
out
chill on
too. So
that.
I'm a little nervous if I'm a fan of the Birds. I'm nervous, man. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I agree. If
yeah.
you're a fan of the Birds, 1.5
Yeah,
games above the Cowboys, I don't feel safe.
yeah,
That's
I don't
high.
feel
That's
safe.
high is probably gonna help the Cowboys more than it hurts them, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's for some reason it is going to help them.
Yeah, they might not have that elite, like household name pass rusher, but Quentin Williams can wreck it on the inside. And
Yeah.
quarterbacks will tell
Special.
you interior pressure is a lot harder to deal with than
Yeah.
outside pressure. And they got 29 pressures on Mahomes and a handful of sacks there. I think
Yeah.
they're looking pretty good. Speaking of teams that should be worried, though, I don't know. The Baltimore Ravens might be on fraud watch. Lamar
We,
Jackson has gone 3
yeah,
weeks now without a
yeah.
touchdown, and they lost to Joe Burr and the Cincinnati Bengals 32
Yeah.
to 14.
The
How
worst
worried are you
defense in
guys about the Ravens?
history. The worst defense in history, and they can't
Lamar, you on
fucking
pack
put up
watch?
12 points.
You on pack watch, my boy? You on pack watch, man? You a
This
Florida
man
boy, so I'm
Lamar threw
rooting for you.
straight dick. He threw straight dick last night, man. That was
Yeah,
tough to watch.
Look,
he
I'll
was
tell
throwing
you,
the
this
dick
is
balls.
this is the rest of the Ravens schedule from here on out. They have Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Packers, and Steelers again. They're not making the playoffs. They're not. This is a hard stretch. Lamar looks like he's not. I don't know if he's just not healthy. Before this season, I will tell you he's the number one quarterback in the NFL. I honestly don't even know if he's him and Pat Mahomes both might have fell out top 5. I'm gonna be honest. It has been a
Yeah, it's
weird
been a
NFL
rough
season for
season.
quarterbacks. It is not what we're used to. Even Josh Allen isn't running away with the top spot. It's been a weird season for quarterbacks. The Ravens, though, they're not making the playoffs. Harbaugh's got to go. I love him. He's got to go, though. We need someone to get in there and save Lamar's career because we can't let Lamar go without a Super Bowl ring. I need it. I need it. I need it.
I mean,
Yeah.
this season, a lot of
And
it
some
has
of the
been
play
on
calling
Lamar. I
is,
mean,
like you
he's
said,
been
with Harbaugh,
injured.
man.
He has been hurt, but
He has been.
before he got hurt, he
I
was
mean,
pulling
but
up numbers.
that first, even just going back to this past game, that first drive, they run it with Derrick Henry. They score a touchdown. They look great. And it looks like, okay, this is what the Ravens do. Is Derrick Henry, Lamar, that ground and pound. Let's get it. And then they just, for some reason, Harbaugh just moves away from it. I don't understand it.
Just don't get it.
Yeah,
And
He
he
didn't
I
have
got to
another
think
carry
Lamar
for the
still
rest of the
isn't
half, it
right.
felt like.
Yeah, and it was a home game too. That's a tough one to lose, man.
Derrick Henry had
As
10
a
carries.
Tough scene.
Yeah,
10.
that's pretty
60
insane. I mean, they did
yards.
get down, but yeah, it's like I said with like Pete Carroll and Chip
Zay
Kelly.
Flowers
Like,
had
if
6
you
receiving
are that
yards.
reliant, yeah, you got to go with your run game. Like, you can't panic as soon as it starts to, as soon as you start to fall behind when your run game is so imperative to your success.
I mean, it
But
was
I know
12 to
that
7 through
Henry,
the
as
first
his fantasy manager, like Henry
half.
needs Lamar's rushing threat to reach his full potential. Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
the
and it's
reason
not
Derrick
there.
Henry's been so dangerous there is because they're so worried about the read option, so that Henry gets a step or two to build his momentum. But yeah, I mean,
I think that's the
I
guessing, though.
personally still think they have a chance to make the playoffs. I think the Steelers are pretty fake. We'll get into that later with the previews, but yeah, their backs are against the wall for sure. Chiefs' backs are against the wall. But yeah, that's our recap for Thanksgiving and the Black Friday games. Let's get into
You think
the
the Bears are for
previews for
real?
Sunday
Well,
and
we didn't talk
Monday.
about the Bears Eagles, did we?
The Bears
Oh,
for
you're
real?
right. We did not talk about the Bears and the Eagles. How could I
Bears
forget?
are real.
I mean,
Go ahead,
after that
Chicago boys.
performance, it's hard to
Shot
say that the
town. Come
Bears
on,
aren't
shot
real,
right,
Go
right?
ahead, Chicago boys.
Shot
I
time,
could say
bro.
Chicago boys.
The Bears are up, man. The Bears are up. It's kind of crazy.
Bear down.
It's crazy.
Bear
9-3. 9-3. Just
Bear
beat the defending
down.
champs at home. Beat the defending champs in Philly. Nuts.
Bear down.
Bear down.
I
Caleb
think
Williams finally looks alive.
Didn't beat them. They
They
handled
s-
them.
they
they
smoked them.
manhandled them. They did. This game wasn't
Handled
close.
them, man.
This game wasn't
Handled
close.
them.
It was
Not.
scoreboard's closer than what it was.
Yeah,
listen,
for
they
sure.
Let's be real.
handled them.
Yeah.
The offense for the Eagles did not look good. They looked bad the whole entire game. Saquon Barkley has been replaced. I don't know who this
Trump
guy is
curse.
that's been
Trump
running. Has to be. Has to be.
curse. It's a
Has to
curse.
be. It
It's a
has to
curse.
be. It
A
has to
curse.
be. This man is cursed. But
Another
no,
curse,
that's the only
Donnie
thing that can
T.
explain it. He's Saquon has been a ghost of Christmas past. This is not the Saquon who is mad at the Giants. This is the Saquon who won a ring and ate nachos all summer long. The Eagles look rough on offense. I still think that they make the playoffs and they win at least one playoff game. But bear down is legit. Caleb Williams is legit. That's the reason why he was a top pick. Monogme, he was running hard. I mean, every time he got the ball, it was like almost 10 yards every time. This dude was
He was
running
hooping. They
hard.
put up 238 rushing yards on him.
Yeah,
It
there was
nuts.
holes everywhere. The offensive line was fantastic. This team is playing cohesive. Ben Johnson, respect to you. Did not know you could cook that well. I thought the Lions were just really good. Now this man can cook. Chicago might be the best team in that division. What I thought was the best division in football to start season. Had the Bears not making the playoffs. Bears are the best team in that division.
Yep.
Yeah, at the least you
Absolutely.
have to say the offense is real. I mean, they just proved it against the Eagles. There's a lot of things about Philly that are fake, like their offense. Like, you can't get too carried away with what the Bears defense did today, considering it was the Eagles offense. But I mean, Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, that offense is for real.
For
Yep.
real. For real.
Yeah, and the Bears are healthy on defense. They got Jalen Johnson back, and I think another
Huge.
DB. So, I think it's gonna be nasty, man. Playing the Bears, especially in that cold weather, man. If they're running the ball like that, they're gonna be a tough
It's
out,
going to be
man.
hard to beat.
And
If
just
the
watching
Eagles-
the game, things look so easy for Caleb. and
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
it look so difficult for Jalen Hurts, man.
So
Like
difficult.
Jalen Hurts, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with the Eagles passing game, the Eagles offense as a whole, but everything just looks so fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it,
Not
it
go
doesn't
easily.
look easy at all.
I would
Yeah.
also say about the Eagles for the rest of the season plus 7.5 favorites. I'm never taking that again. I'm sorry. That's a lot.
It's fine.
No, yeah, for sure. But we're gonna find out for real, like what Chicago's made of down the stretch here. They're literally a half game back for the 1 seed in the NFC, but they got a bit of a gauntlet coming up. They got 2 games left against the Packers. They've got the Niners. They've got even the Browns defense. Like we're about to find out about them for real, but I definitely have been encouraged. But yeah, let's get into these Sunday games. First one on the docket. We've got the red hot Los Angeles Rams going on the road for the Carolina Panthers. Rams are favored by 10.5 points against Bryce Young. Kenny, who you got in this one?
I think the Rams are going to win, but it is an away game. Carolina does play well at home. Um, I like these numbers for Carolina. 10.5 favorites at 10.5 point underdogs. It even against the Niners is an away game. They lost the toss again, so it didn't even matter. So if they win the toss, yeah, I'm definitely going Carolina here. I think they cover at least. I don't think they're 10.5 point underdogs, but who knows? The Rams are really good.
Okay,
I think
backdoor
that
Bryce.
the big thing here is that the Rams know that the Seahawks are hot on their tail. They know the Seahawks want this division. I don't think the Rams lose more than one game the rest of the season, maybe 2 games the rest of the season. I think that this Panthers team is really good. I think you make great points, honestly. And I was almost swayed to take your side because Bryce Young, I'm a Bryce Young believer. I believe in the man. I think he has the tangibles to be a solid quarterback in the NFL. And I do like what the Panthers have done this season. They're playing on the East Coast, which is hard for West Coast teams. But the Rams, I mean, they went across to a different continent and just beat up on the Jaguars. Like it wasn't even close. So they have no problems transferring. They have a legitimate coaching crew. Sean McVay knows how to get his team prepared. We're going to see the Rams, I think, beat the Panthers by more than 10.5. I think they're going to cover the spread. And I hate to say it, but the Rams are they're a good team. They might be the best
Yeah,
team in the NFL right now.
it is kind of scary when a team that essentially doesn't play any home games is kind of raw.
Yeah.
All
It's a
right,
tough one.
split so far. Bug, who you got?
I was tossing with this one. I kind of wanted to switch my pick, but I'm a roll my gut. I'm taking the Panthers plus 10.5. I know the Rams are red hot. Not I know we hate to say anybody's due for anything on this casual
Oh, don't
podcast,
do it.
but
Tee him up. Tee him up.
if a road game, I think the Panthers they should be smelling blood in the water with the Buccaneers. So I think they're gonna keep it close. I don't know if they're gonna win outright. I definitely wouldn't bet the money line, but 10.5 does seem like a lot of points for a team that is actively trying to win their division and also kind of maybe send a message to the league like, hey, we can keep up with the big dogs. So I don't like it. I don't like Bryce Young
Yeah.
really. I don't like putting shekels on him, but 10.5 is a lot of points. So I'm taking the spread there.
All right. Well, that's going to give us a split for the first game in our previews here. I am not rolling with backdoor Bryce here. 10.5 points is just not big enough of a spread for me. I
Pinellas
mean,
fucked
at
us
this
last
point, we
week.
kind of,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
We kind of know who Bryce Young is. Like, if he's comfortable and you're letting him dissect defenses from the pocket, he has the ability to do that. He can obviously read a defense. He's accurate in the short and mid range, but if you can get pressure in his face, that's when he starts to melt. I mean, he got sacked by someone with one arm the other day. Like he just ran into his arm and went down.
Yeah,
Like Jared
small.
Jared Verse and them are about to have a field day. And on the
Yes.
other side of the
Yes.
ball, like the Rams have one weakness, and that's Matthew Stafford being 50 years old. Like you have to get after him. You have to get to him and bother him and force him to try to create out of structure. And Carolina does not have the ability to get to him in that way. So yeah, I think this is going to be another Rams offensive explosion. We just saw how dominant the Rams were against the Buccaneers, who are scrambling here. Their next game, they host the Arizona Cardinals. They're still favored by 4.5 points. It does seem like Baker Mayfield is good to go after his shoulder looked like it exploded on a meaningless Hail Mary attempt, but we'll see how that goes for him. What do you think? Are you riding with Baker here? Or are you riding with Jacoby Brissett?
So I'll go ahead and hop on. I think I'm gonna ride with Baker personally. I think that the Ben made a great point. The Panthers have been phenomenal. There's blood in the water, and this division is up for grabs. But I think that the ones who are going to smell that blood and hop on is the Buccaneers. I think this is a veteran team. I think that this is a better coach team, a team who's actually been in meaningful games. Panthers haven't even been to a game that somewhat matters. This is the most important game in like last 4 seasons. So I think that this Buccaneers team is a better team. They know they're playing a bad team. Bucky Irving is back. Baker is back. Ibuka is going to drop probably like 4 touchdowns. I'm actually just saying that because I'm kind of hoping, praying it more than I actually believe it. But I do actually believe the Buccaneers are going to win this by more than a touchdown, easily 4.5.
Okay. Bug, what do you think about that?
I love these sentiments, Six God, and I echo them, man. I take the Buccaneers as well. I love the experience point you made, and y'all know my golden rule here. If Jacoby Brissett is on a spread, I'm betting against the Jags. So let's go.
All right, Canny. Two for the Bucks so far. Are you riding with them?
Yeah, I'm riding with the Bucks, man. I bet on
Let's
Jacoby
fucking
Brissett
go.
last week, and he did not do well. They had a chance the whole time to win, and it still wasn't enough. Jacoby Brissett is not great. Yeah, I'm not putting money on Jacoby Brissett. I'll put money on Bucky Irving though. So Bucks by 5.
Yeah, I think they're gonna smash them. Smash mouth football. Smash mouth football.
Bucks been on a skid. They need a warm up game. That's why
Yeah,
it might be it.
big time.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the fade here. I don't know if it's just because they played the Jaguars close.
You
Forced
like it? Yeah,
overtime.
come on.
Fade away.
Dude,
Fade
the
away.
Cardinals
Baker
gave
Mayfield
up.
probably won't have 4 turnovers, but I think the Cardinals look pretty spunky. I'm not gonna say that they're gonna win, but I think they can cover the 4.5.
Okay.
You're a
I
bold
think
man.
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta
feeling it.
say,
Mr.
I just want
Clutch.
to say real quick, the Jacoby Brissett hates is unwarranted. The man's been phenomenal. Excuse me. In my opinion,
garbage time.
in my opinion, they need to get rid of Kyler and let Jacoby be the quarterback until they build up the rest of the team and trade Kyler for assets. That's my honest opinion. But I would just like to say Brissett deserves his respect. I just think the team overall is not good.
Hey, Jacoby Brissett, if
Yeah,
you're listening, it's nothing personal, brother. I just like to make money.
Hey, Marvin Harrison Jr. is back. Jacoby Brissett looks pretty good if you can give him time.
They
Shout
have
out NC State. Shout out AJ.
Shout
they
out
have
AJ.
given up 40 plus in 2 of the last 3 games, so which is the main reason why I'm not going Cardinals.
Hey, they stifled Trevor Lawrence and the Jags, and that's not nothing. And speaking of
Nobody
Trevor
can do
Lawrence
that.
goes on the road to Tennessee to try to have a bounce back game. The Jags are favored by 6.5 here.
Start it
Kenny,
off, Andy. Start it
Are
off.
you picking against the Jags again?
I'm not picking
Sorry,
against the
Andy.
Jags. I'm not picking it against the Jags this time. Tennessee is not a good team. We did pick Tennessee last week to cover the spread, and they did
They did.
beautifully because the Seahawks favored by 13.5 was crazy. But this is 6.5.
Oh,
This is a
let's calm down
touchdown.
there.
This is 6.5. This is a touchdown. I think the Jags cover. There's a I don't know. I mean, I guess the Cardinals' defense is good, but Trevor Lawrence
Titans.
really needs to
Oh.
clean up the game, bro.
My bad.
Bug 6. Y'all riding with Duval?
Go ahead, Booger. I'll let you go first.
Oh man, let me check the blinds and make sure I'm good before I say this, man.
He's in
'cause
Duval.
Back
I am
back in the
Duval.
city.
I'm back in the city. Hey, shawties, holla at me. But
All right, come on now.
hey, something about this Titans team, man. I like Cam Ward, dude. I think they played pretty well, all things considered, against the Seahawks last week. They covered the spread, so I want to roll with them again. I think the Titans are very bad. I'm not gonna. I won't go too far, but I do think that they are. They have a quarterback who's got some dog in him. And I think as long as you have that,
Dog.
they're not gonna roll over. They're not gonna lose by more than double digits. So especially towards the end of the season, younger teams usually pick up. So I'm rolling with the Titans here. I know the Jags fans. I know no expected wins. That's all I got to say. All love though. Shout out to Duval, nigga.
I'll go
Right,
ahead.
6.
I'll go hop on here before we let Andy give his take. We already know Andy's take strongly, but so I just like to first off start with this, and this is a meaningful from the bottom of my heart. I truly do mean this. I apologize, Jacksonville. I Merrick Diorio was wrong about the
There it is.
Jaguars. You guys are a legit team. I think you might be the second best team in your division because the Colts are a really good team, and I owe them an apology. But I think you're a very good team. I think you should make the playoffs. I think you should be and will be one of the wild card teams. I will say it. I do think so. With that said, I mean no disrespect, but I'm taking the Titans with the spread. And the reason why I'm taking the
Let's
Titans with the spread
go.
is nothing against the Jaguars. I think they have a really good team. I love the offense with Jacoby Myers. I hate that Hunter's gone. I thought he brought a great another aspect to the offense, but you still have a good offense. Trevor Lawrence is the type of guy that can make a throw that you say, man, I can only name 4 other quarterbacks in the NFL who could make that throw. And then 2 plays later will be a check down to the running back that he just completely airmails. It's like, dude, I know 82 quarterbacks that can make that throw. So it's just if he can learn to be consistent, the Jaguars can be really good. But the thing I'm going off of is Cam Ward, what he did last week to the Seahawks. The Titans know they play the Jaguars 2 times before the end of the season. They know that they win both of these games. It really devastates the Jaguars' playoff chances. So that gives the season something to matter. I don't think they're going to beat the Jaguars. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Jaguars pulled this one out. But Titans cover the spread.
So that's a very interesting take, but obviously we're gonna have the split here. I'm obviously riding with Duval, and I believe in Cam Ward too. I think there's a very good chance by next season at some point he's gonna run away as the best quarterback in the division.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
like
I
what I'm
like that.
seeing from him, but that
Uh-huh.
infrastructure is just not good.
No.
As hot as Cam Ward and the Titans offense has been getting, the Jaguars defense is for real and they're heating up
Yeah.
too. It
Yeah.
doesn't look like it against the Cardinals, but it's because Trevor Lawrence had 4 turnovers, and I don't expect T-Law to have 4 turnovers in back-to-back games. Like I said, he's a roller coaster.
Knock
He
on
he had
wood.
a crash down last game. He's
Roller
gonna climb
coaster.
back up against a weak Tennessee defense. And honestly, they might
Okay.
not even need him too much in this one. That running
Hopefully
game is
not.
dangerous. Liam Cohen's been cooking with the schemes, and
Give me each
Tennessee's
team.
rushing defense is abysmal. I think they're going to take advantage of that. If this was 9.5, 10 points, sure, I could see the backdoor cover, but 6.5, it's not a big enough spread for me. I'm riding with Duval.
Okay.
Moving on to another Florida team, we've got the Miami Dolphins hosting the New Orleans Saints. Tua and the Dolphins are favored by 5.5. Kenny, you want to open us up on this one? You
Yeah,
mother shucker.
you mother shucker. Sure, Shuck has also been a roller coaster so far in his 3 starts. His first home start was pretty abysmal, which was kind of sad to see. Hoped it would be better, but he did not play well. Um, I think the Dolphins are going to take this one pretty handily. I think the Dolphins have proven they're good against bad teams. They're better than the worst. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think A-Chain goes for a lot this game. I think the Dolphins do cover by 6. I think the Dolphins are just a better team here than better of like, a hydrogen bomb and a coughing baby, I'm taking the coughing baby.
I think
Six, what
that's
do you
a
think?
I think that's a very great comparison. No, this is my stay away game. We initiated that last week. I wasn't here for it, but this is the game that I would say if you are a responsible adult, if you have bills to pay, I don't care if it's just a single bill payment of $20 to your local LA Fitness. I don't care what it is. Do not bet on this game. And the reason why I say that is because, yes, the Dolphins have proven they're not bottom tier, but they also have lost to the Panthers. They have proven that they are inconsistent. They went crazy against the Bills, and they showed how great of a team they are. They also have lost some pretty bad games and shown how bad they are. The Saints just suck. So I say stay away from this game. Do not bet on this game. For the purposes of the podcast, I am going to go Dolphins because A-Chain is the best player on the field. And that's really all I got to go with them. I'm going Dolphins covering the spread.
All right, 2 for Miami so far. Bug, are you gonna fade?
I'm hitting my first fadeaway, baby. I'm going with Tyler Shuck. I
Hey.
will be
The Shuck.
the resident mother shucker for the week. I will take the mantle. And like Six said, man, when it's two teams that are kind of inconsistent and one isn't good, one isn't good, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take the points, man. I'm taking the underdog.
Okay.
I don't really feel great about it, but I wouldn't feel great betting on Tua as a 5.5
No.
point favorite either. So
I respect that.
I'm going with the Saints, man. I'm going with the Saints.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you keep the fade here. I am not a mother sucker. I don't think I'll ever be a mother sucker. The Dolphins have very quietly won 3 of their last 4 games. I'm not saying they're a good team, but like Hanny said, they're probably the good bad team. And I think that'll be enough to get the win here against a Saints roster that really has no idea what it's doing. So yeah. But honestly, if I believed in stay away games, I would probably pick this one as a stay away as well. But I'm too locked in for that. I'm gonna keep
Too locked
riding,
in.
and I'm gonna ride with
Uh,
Miami.
Let's go.
But yeah, let's go on to the San Francisco 49ers going into Cleveland to take on Shadur Sanders in his second start. The Niners are favored by 4.5. Brock Purdy is coming off an abomination of a game. Bug, are you riding with 12 again?
Man, I flicked the wrist out last week and I went all in on the Browns and it kind of cashed for me. Like
It
it was very
did.
profitable Sunday for me last week for the Browns. But as much as I want to flick the wrist again, I don't think I can. I'm gonna go with the Niners here. I, I kind of was looking at the standings, just casually, and the
Casually.
Niners are 8-3, which is shocking considering it feels like Mac Jones has started every game
8-4.
and their whole defense got hurt. And it's like, what's going on with their receivers? And Brandon Ayuk, his contract's getting voided. But Kyle Shanahan is pumping out wins. They're beating teams, and I think they're beating bad teams pretty handily. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Niners here. Even though I love you, Shador. Thank you for winning me money last week, but this is when I'm gonna put the wrist down, man. I can't hit the wrist flex this week.
Yeah.
Annie, what do you think?
Man, I'm rolling with Shadur. I'll go with the Shadur. I'm going with the Shadur, man. Hey, Browns at home. Browns at home is a playoff type team, bro. Their defense is fucking lit at home.
Wow.
Miles Garrett gets after it. Fucking JC Horn had 2 picks on Brock Purdy in the first half. I think the Niners. I think the Niners at away games. This is the one they lose, man. I'm going with the Browns. I think Shadur gets his second win. He tells fucking Stefanski to shut the fuck up and play me. I think I'm on the
Yeah.
Shadur train. I'm
Let's
with
go.
it, man. I'm with it. I think the Browns
respect
defense
that.
locks in at home. They fucking covered by a lot.
Damn it, man. That's great.
All right, 6. You're looking at
Yeah.
a split so far.
Yeah, I gotta say, Sarah Hool, I'm gonna give props to you. I'm gonna give props to you. That was a great defense. My thing though is when I looked at the games for this week, this was my lock for the week. And it's locked in that the 49ers are going to win, but they're not only going to win, they're going to cover the spread of 4.5 points. And the reason why, let me tell you why, is that they are coached by one of the better coaches in the NFL. They have been for years on years on years since he's been over there, similar to the Rams with McVay, a consistent, well-taught, well-disciplined football team that they don't just win the games they're supposed to win, they win them decisively. And if you look at the standings, the Niners know they're not far behind the Seahawks or Rams. They're a game behind the Seahawks, 2 games behind the Rams. They know that they are not completely out of winning this hard division. They have a game against the Seahawks where they can capture the Seahawks. So they know this is not a division that's done. They know that this conference seeding matters. They're not going to let a rookie quarterback beat them down the stretch. They have one of the best best coaches in the NFL who knows quarterbacks well, knows how to make quarterbacks, knows how to defend quarterbacks. He's going to make Shador have a welcome to the NFL moment. I think Shador won't have a bad game, though, because I do have respect for Shador. I do think he's a good quarterback. I also think right now, though, he's a little aggressive, and they're going to take advantage of that. This is going to be his worst game of the season. I think Shador's going to finish the season strong with the Browns. This is going to be his worst game, though.
Okay. Well, we're going to have another split. I hate to pick against your lock 6, but I'm
What?
riding with
Wow.
Shador here. Riding with the
Wow.
perfect timing. And
Wow.
you mentioned Kyle Shanahan, and he definitely is in the pantheon of NFL coaches for sure. Fun fact, though, defensive coordinator for the Browns, Jim Schwartz, has an 8-1 record all time against Kyle Shanahan. And
Ooh.
for whatever reason, Kyle Shanahan cannot figure out that defense. And I think this is a
Uh-oh.
perfectly lined up game for the Browns for a number of reasons. I mean, the Niners' offensive line is absolutely ravaged. I think Myles Garrett is going to have another multi-sack performance and start
Okay.
inching in on that record with a handful of games left to go. I think that the Niners' pass rush is non-existent. If you want to get after a rookie quarterback, you got to get there with pressure. And
Yeah.
maybe they'll dial up the blitz, and maybe they'll hurry Shador into some truly terrible sacks. But I think Kevin Stefanski knows what he's doing in terms of limiting Shador Sanders to an extent. I don't think he really believes in him. I don't think that'll work out for
No, he
him down the
doesn't.
line, but I do think it'll work out for him in this game. So I'm riding with Cleveland. Maybe they don't get the win outright, but 4.5 points against a very depleted Niners team. Honestly, San Francisco does not look good with Purdy out there. I think they should have kept Mac Jones at the helm.
Yeah, I agree.
Purdy, his toe
Mac
is
Jones.
awful. He can't
If
run.
Canales,
He
if
can't
Canales,
scramble.
if Canales did not kick that field goal and go for it on 4th down, they might not. They might have covered last week too, the Panthers. So just dumbass coaching.
For real,
And
with
Sirianni
as
did it.
bad as Bryce Young played.
Sirianni did this shit this week. Just did it 4 hours ago. Kicked a field goal down 9. Who the fuck do you think you are? We know what you're doing, Sirianni. We see you watching the spreads.
That's funny.
But yeah,
That's funny.
you said that Kyle Shanahan and the Niners can dominate bad teams. I really don't think that Cleveland is that horrible of a team with Shador at the helm. I think all their problems were tied to quarterback. I think they're at least out of the duty bowl class of teams now. But two teams
That's
that aren't
fascinating.
out of there are the Falcons and the Jets. They're going
Oh,
head to head. The Falcons with Kirk Cousins are
Thank
favored
you.
by 2.5 points.
Jesus Christ.
Are you riding with the Jets here?
Holy Jesus, man. What a horrendous game. Oh my God. I don't know. This is disgusting, dude. I'm probably gonna take the 2.5 just because the Jets should be in tank mode. But like I said, I called it against the Browns. I said the kind of games that the Jets should lose are the kind of games they win and fuck up their draft position. So hopefully this isn't one of those games. 2.5 point spread means that if the Jets cover, they might end up winning. So hopefully they don't do that. But I'm gonna roll with Captain Kirk. I think Bijan and Tyler Algier, that should be more than enough to control the clock, control time of possession against the Jets, who
Yeah.
have Tyrod Taylor and some Uber drivers out there. So I'm going with Kirk Cousins, man. Captain Kirk, please don't fuck up our top 5 draft position, please, man. I'm begging you, bro.
That's how you
I
feel.
don't have much else, bro. I'm begging you, dude.
I almost made this my lock of the week. The reason why I almost made it my lock of the week is that I think the Falcons should win this game by more than 3 points. The reason why it's not my lock is because Drake London is not playing. but even with Drake London not playing, the Falcons are only 2 games behind the Bucks. The Falcons have something to play for. They are borderline making this division competitive, including them. They do still have Bijan Robinson. So I think that the Jets are not a good team. Garrett Wilson's not playing. I love Tyrod Taylor. He's one of the better backups in the NFL. But I think that the Falcons are going to win this game. Bijan's going to have a touchdown. Algiers also going to have a touchdown. I think that this is going to be a Bijan bounce back game, which I feel like he hasn't had a crazy game in a while. And he's one of the crazier players in the NFL. So I think that we'll see a Falcons team win this decisively. I think both teams are going to look bad, though, because they both suck. But I do think the Falcons are going to easily win this game.
Kenny, you got a split so far.
I'm going with the Jets, man. Fuck
He's
the
going to the
Jets.
Jets.
Fuck the Falcons, man.
Easy
The,
with it.
the Falcons suck. They got one of the best running backs in the league. They can't fucking win 8 games in a
The
fucking
Jets don't
season.
suck. Why do
The
you keep
Jets,
taking the
the
Jets?
Jets, the Jets, the Jets, man. Jets, Jets. I'm
Yeah,
taking
no
the
problem.
Jets.
Hey,
Jets at home. Fuck
Is
the
that
Falcons.
gun behind you?
Fuck
real?
Kirk Cousins. You heard me here. You anti-vax
like
piece of
that?
shit.
You
Fuck
like
Kirk
that?
Cousins. Let's go New York Jets. I'm Jets.
All right, that's gonna
Good
give us another
Lord.
split. I am absolutely not riding with the Jets. Canny
sure?
Bug, y'all rode with the mother suckers last week, and I told y'all all that matters is who's gonna try more to win games. And like Six said, the Falcons are surprisingly still in the playoff hunt, believe it or not. And with the Bucks looking as injured and shaky as they look, the Falcons honestly feel like they have a chance to make a run here with Kirk Cousins at the helm. They don't have their own first round pick. They have every reason to try to win. They honestly destroyed the Saints. The only reason the Saints even got 10 points was because Kirk Cousins threw a pick six. But yeah, I think this defense is still good. They're fluky at times, they're shaky at times, but it's going to be more than enough to stifle the Jets. So I'm riding with Atlanta to cover a very small 2.5 point line. Let's get out of the doo-doo bowl, though. Let's get into some playoff contenders, a divisional clash. The Houston Texans going on the road for the Indianapolis Colts and Daniel Jones and his fractured fibula. Kenny, what do you think about your Colts, man?
Bring that ass outside, my boy.
Hey, man. I'm fully prepared for Riley Leonard to play this game. AR, is still on the IR. So I don't think
He's still in the league?
who AR? Yeah, he's still in the league. Yeah. So Riley Leonard's our backup right now, and I think he's gonna play this game. But the Colts at home this week. We haven't been home in a month. I think this is a good bounce back game for us. The Texans are on a hot streak, but I think the Colts, just trust Jonathan Taylor at home. And after every loss this season, he's put up 3 touchdowns. So I'm going with an MVP favorite. I'm going with my boys for the shoe. It's going to be a tough game, but I think the Colts pull it out.
Homer.
Homer.
Trix, what do you think?
So I'll go ahead and hop in here. So just to update people, Daniel Jones is insisting that he will play.
Yes.
So the Colts have not confirmed nor denied, but Daniel Jones is insisting he will play.
Threatening, if you will.
Yeah. I think that. Look, I said it earlier. I gave my apology to Jacksonville Jaguars. I will give my apology to Sarah Houle and his Indianapolis Colts. Apparently, both of you guys on this podcast, I owe apologies to. The Colts are a legitimate team. They are real. They do have the best, if not the best. They do have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. They might have the best running back in the NFL. Jonathan Taylor is legit. He's back to what he was over a year ago. I was against the Colts. I was wrong. I'm not going to be wrong again. They are a complete football team from offense to defense. Football's mainly won in the trenches on both sides. Lines is what wins. Colts has 2 of the best lines on offense and defense. I'm going Colts. They're covering the spread of 3.5 points. They're showing why they're first in the division and why they're going to win the division. Right out. Shoes up. Was it shoes?
For the shoe.
For the shoe. For the shoe. Come on now. For the
Shoes.
shoe. Shoes.
I
Shoes up.
think
Shoes up.
interesting.
For the shoes. For the shoes.
Benjamin, I think you've picked with the Colts every time so far. Are you riding with them again?
I think you mean the Texans. You mean?
Ooh.
Think you-
He has picked both teams. He has picked both teams.
He has been big on both teams. Yeah.
Hey, look,
This
I
man
like
loves
the Texans.
AFC South teams that aren't the Jaguars.
He loves getting words. That's true.
Duval, I love you though, Duval. I swear. Shout out to the Soul Food Bistro. But yo,
That's funny.
I'm going with the Texans again, man. Like I said, I locked them last week. This defense is legit. I keep saying it. Defense wins championships. Defense wins football games. And if I'm getting Daniel Jones on a hobbled leg and it's more than a field goal, no way I'm not taking that. I've seen Daniel Jones up close and personal. This is part of the cycle. He's roped you in. You let your guard down. You think he's not ass, even though he's displayed some assery so far. And this is where he mails it in, man. Like a defense like this, a hobble guy like that, I don't like the matchup. I'm going with the Texans, man. Even though it's not the neck no more. The neck. Shout out to the neck, Davis Mills. You my man's forever.
On record, I'm just saying, I think Riley Leonard's going to play this game. The Daniel Jones experience, 8-3. If you told me in August we were going to be 8-3 with Daniel Jones, I would not have believed you.
Brother, if it's a Notre Dame quarterback under center, I'm definitely betting the other way.
Yeah, if it's no Daniel Jones, I'm definitely going with Texans money line.
That's why I have this background. I'm going to shoot myself later.
If it's Daniel Jones, I'm going Colts money line. If it's Riley Leonard, I'm going Texans.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be the best game of the slate, at least.
Yep. And we're going to have another split in it. I am riding with that Texans and their defense. They made
welcome, brother.
Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills look like children out there. And you're talking about offensive line play. The Bills have a very, very, very good offensive line. They have one of the most evasive quarterbacks in the league. And he couldn't do anything against that pass rush. It was an abomination. Okay. And let me tell you, as a Jags fan, I could not be more encouraged by Daniel Jones's injury. And not because I am scared of Daniel Jones. I would not care if we were playing Daniel Jones healthy or with a fractured leg. The reason that this injury makes me so happy is because it gives Daniel Jones the benefit of the doubt. Yes. Now they're going to look back at what he did this season. Yes. Whether they lose out from here or what, they're going to be like, hey, he went 8-3 before he got injured. I think we got to give him another shot. And I do believe the Colts are a very good team. I do not believe that Daniel Jones is a great quarterback.
Is that the first time Andy said that, though?
I think so.
No, the Colts.
I've never heard him say anything that nice.
I've never said him say that nice.
The Colts' weapon is incredible. Shane Steichen is incredible. And we've seen what they've been able to do for Daniel Jones, but that was it. That was the ceiling on Daniel Jones, and it was going to get rough for him with this tougher schedule. And before we really got to see it, he's got the perfect excuse now. He's got a fractured fibula. He can't even drop back on handoffs. I do think he's going to start this game, and he'll probably exit midway. I'm riding with the Texans. 6. Let's move on to your team. Hosting the Minnesota Vikings. You do not get the pleasure of playing JJ McCarthy, aka 9. You get to play Max Brosmer. The line is at 11.5 in the Seahawks' favor, of course. I honestly don't think it moved when JJ McCarthy got ruled out, which should say something. 6. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go quick and say this. I can understand where you guys are coming from with the Titans. But as the only person who's been pro Vikings on this podcast for I think the whole entire time we've had this podcast, I think it's time that we flip the switch. I think 3 straight losses coming from Ravens, who kind of got on track, then fell back off track, but still not the best team. The Bears, really close game, but we do like the Bears, but they got manhandled by the Packers. That was not even close. So I think 3 disappointing games behind 9, who, just for the record, 9 is most cringy thing since Russell Wilson did Unlimited. But anyway, I think that the Vikings, they have fallen apart. They're not a complete team like I thought they were. They are not a full team like I thought they were. They have nothing to play for. They know they're not making the playoffs. The Seahawks, I understand, they have a lot to play for. They know that this is one of the easier games on their schedule left. They know
Yep.
this is a must-win game. They need to come away with this game, and they don't just need to come away with it. They need to make a statement with this game. This is what needs to give us momentum for the rest of the season. This is our easiest opponent. I think that we're going to go in there. We're going to manhandle them. I think it will not be close. I think their rookie quarterback will be in just not a good time. I think you're going to see turnovers. I think Ernest Jones is back. He didn't play last game. He's our middle linebacker. It's one of our best defensive players. He's going to make a difference on this game. It's not going to be close. It just won't be close.
Bug,
Would have been my
Candy?
lock, but I don't want to be biased.
You can go ahead, Bug.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay. I'm a roll with 6 out here. I'm going with the birds, man. I'm going with the Hawks.
Sam Darnold revenge game.
Sam Darnold revenge game, and like 6 said, man, the Vikings. I think this is mail it in season. I think this is 1, 2, 3 Cancun. This is gonna be an ugly game. I feel like in my heart of hearts, I don't know who Max Brosmer is. I'm not that much of I'm a casual, bro. Like I don't know who Max Brosmer is.
No.
I know Kevin O'Connell's supposed to be the QB guru, but he couldn't do it with JJ. Couldn't really do it with Carson, and I don't really believe in Max Brosmer either. So, yeah, I think the Birds are gonna win by 2 touchdowns, man. I think the Hawks are going big in this game, and I do like Rashid Shaheed touchdown. They haven't really had a chance to show off their new toy how they probably want
Not
to.
yet.
So if there's a game they're working some gadget plays and kind of fuck around with the Vikings a little bit and the offensive mastermind that is Kevin O'Connell, I think it's this game.
Yeah.
Candy?
I think the Seahawks are going to win this game. I don't think there's any question about that. 11.5 is just a crazy spread for me to bet on personally. So I'm gonna take the Vikings. Fuck it. Like, you know what? I'm casual.
This guy's
I'm casual. I'm gonna take the fade if that's the case. Whatever. Fuck it. I think the Vikings. I don't know who Max Brosner is, but he's probably better than 9. I think he's got it. Fuck it. Let's see what we got. You just got to find JJ on the field, man. It's to get at least close enough for 11.5. Like, I don't know, 12 points. Seahawks didn't cover 12 against the Titans. I don't feel comfortable putting that on them either this week.
Can't believe none of y'all watched the Max Brosmer New Hampshire tape package that I sent out to prepare for this episode. I'm very disappointed in you guys.
We're casuals, man.
That shit went to my spam. Nigga.
Also,
that shit went to my spam, bro.
Also, for the listeners, I want to preemptively defend 6. I know that hearing 6 say that a man calling himself 9 is incredibly cringy might seem ironic. but 6 does not have an alter ego, okay? 6 and Merrick are one and the same.
Okay, I didn't pick the nickname. I was given the nickname. There's a difference. It's not
That's
an
true.
alter ego. But that is hilarious.
Nicknames
that
are
you just called
earned.
me on that.
Nicknames are earned.
But yeah, as much
Yeah, let's get ahead of
11.5 is a big spread, and I do think Max Brosner can be better than JJ McCarthy. I just think Seattle's going to come out and whoop them here. I mean, as good as the Vikings defense is, they just can't hold up for 55 minutes when their offense isn't getting any first downs and turning the ball over. I think that's going to happen again against an incredibly good Seahawks defense. I think they'll have more than enough opportunities to run up the score and maybe try out a few packages like Bug was saying. But yeah, let's move on to Buffalo at Pittsburgh. These are 2 teams that people are calling fake. No one really knows what to believe about them. The Bills are favored by just 3 points on the road here. Candy, you want to open us up with this one?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills. Mason Rudolph is pretty much how Boog treats Jacoby Brissett to me. So I'm gonna take the Bills. I think the Bills are pretty I think the Bills. Obviously, the Texans' defense is really good, but you made some great points as well. Their offensive line is as just as good as the Colts. I think the Steelers' defensive line is good, but I think the Buffalo Bills need a game, and this is pretty close to home, so I think they'll be good. I think they're gonna come out of here.
I do want to tell
Maybe
you
be a close
that
game.
Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin both think they're gonna play. He's gonna play. Does that change your mind?
No, not at all. Not at
Rogers
all.
off of
I
30
figured,
though.
but I
Rogers off of
figured I would
30.
I
throw that
think
out there.
I think personally
Kirk
this might
Rogers?
be the first time Mike Tomlin might get to losing season. Their schedule is tough, man.
You said that a couple
They
times.
yeah, I know. Like I mean, a lot of team schedules are tough at ending the season when they have a good schedule on the opening half. But I don't know. The Steelers guy that played Baltimore twice. It's not going to be great. I mean, those games are going to be a dog out game. The Bears game they should have won, but they blew it. I think the Bills are going to show this that Mike Tomlin. It might be time to move on, bro.
All right, 6 Bug. Either of
Yeah,
y'all fading
I,
Canny
I'll go
here?
ahead. I'll go ahead and hop on. I
Go
think
for it, 6 eye.
I think he made great points. Mike Tomlin's a great coach. Hall of Fame coach, no doubt, first ballot. But the Bills are a currently great team in their prime. Mike Tomlin's past his prime. His offense and defense is outdated. Aaron Rodgers, you're also past your prime. It's over for the Steelers. The Bills are going to win by more than a field goal. And really, I'm gonna sum it up really quickly. I don't want to spend too much time. The Bills are a much better team, and that's what it comes down to. Josh Allen is by far the best player on the field, and I'm not going to waste time. Bills are going to win by more than a field goal.
All right, Bug, you might have a fade opportunity here.
Man, and I wish I was as confident as 6 got there, but I can't say that the Bills are a much better team. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, Josh Allen. As a Jets fan, I watch this guy very closely, and I wake up extra early on Sundays to find time to hate on Josh Allen. So, to me, I'm always looking for an opportunity to call him a fraud. And as enticing as it is to go for the fadeaway, if the Bills can't cover this against the Steelers, I'm not really sure what they can cover. This is, they're two evenly matched teams, but I think the Bills should think that they're better, and I think they should go into this game, looking to kind of right the ship. I don't like Aaron Rodgers, even though he might be off of perk 30. I don't really like him with a broken wrist in this game, so I'm gonna take the Bills by 3. I'm doing it reluctantly though. Let the record stand. I'm doing it
Reluctant.
reluctantly, and this is the kind of game that Mike Tomlin covers. So I am nervous, but I want to lean towards the Bills here.
All right, so with just one game left on the docket, that actually is going to give us our first sweep. I don't want to say too much here because I will go into this pick later on, but I am taking the Bills by 3. Last game of the week is the Raiders at the Chargers. The Raiders fired Chip Kelly. Greg Olson is coming back for his third
Wait,
time around as offensive coordinator.
Andy, aren't there three more games?
Yeah, you didn't include Sunday night or Monday night. Broncos, Commanders
Oh,
Sunday
my
night,
bad, my bad.
Giants, Patriots Monday.
Oh yeah, we on it.
We got 3 more.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I was trying to get out of
Don't
here
sell us
early.
short,
but-
bro.
Man, this
Yeah, what
man
are you
Andy's
doing?
like,
Get your ass to work.
where get your
Stay
ass
on
to
that
work?
clock.
But yeah, let's talk about Raiders Chargers first. Raiders are given 9.5 points on the spread. Do y'all think that's enough for
Let's
this
hear
new
from
look
the
offense?
resident Raiders better, Andy Klotch,
Yeah.
about this.
The Gino connoisseur.
The
The
Gino
Gino
connoisseur.
All right. Well, I want to open up by saying that no matter what happens here or for the rest of the season, the Raiders absolutely made the right call by firing Chip Kelly.
Yes.
He's been a
100%.
Yes.
horrible disaster. I don't know if y'all read the reports, but he was messing up play calls. He was calling plays that he didn't even install. He clearly does not know his personnel. He's taken the ball out of Ashton Genty's hands over and over again and putting it in harm's way by trusting Gino behind one of the worst offensive lines in probably NFL history.
Mhm.
So yeah, I do. I wasn't sure until I started going into that spiel, but I am gonna take the Raiders and the points here. I think that the Chargers are pretty
That's
fluky. They're
hilarious.
crumbling down the stretch. I can definitely see LA dropping out of the playoff picture. They're probably not going to win this one outright, but 9.5 is a lot. I think they'll get a little bit of new coach cheese in this one. I'm gonna ride with Gino again, believe it or not.
I
Ben? What do
believe
you
it.
think?
Right
I
with
believe it
Gino.
because I'm also gonna fucking do it, man. I'm going.
Oh
Hey,
my.
I'm going with them too, bro. I'm
Let's
going with the Raiders,
go.
man. I'm going with
What?
the Raiders. Cause look, like you said, new coach cheese. I think Chip Kelly was a fucking disaster. You know, like you said, messing up play calls, not utilizing Ashton Genty. So I don't know who the interim OC is. I don't know who's going to be calling the plays, but I feel like spam the ball to Genty is going to be pretty easy.
It's a
Limit the
dude
mistakes for
that's named
Gino.
Greg Olson, and he's been their offensive coordinator 5 times over the last 7 years.
Yeah,
Hey,
not
well, look.
not third leg Greg, the other Greg Olson.
Yeah.
Other
Well, look.
Greg.
Sometimes it's like that. It's like that X. You know, you just got to run it back. Like, hey, maybe we missed something the fourth time. Like, maybe the magic is here now.
Who
So,
knows me better than an ex? No, I'm just kidding.
I
My wife knows me better than my ex. I was just kidding. That
Uh-oh.
was a joke. My wife knows me much better. My wife knows
Shout
better
out
than
to the wife.
This guy is crazy.
that wife. I love my wife. I love
I
my
love
wife.
my wife.
but yeah, I
Not my
would
wife.
trust the
She's a goat.
Raiders to win, but I'm gonna take the points like Andy said. I'm gonna take the 9.5.
Go
Canny
ahead, Kenny.
6.
This is my stay away game.
There we go.
Wow.
There we go. There
I
we go. Thank you.
personally,
Somebody said it.
I personally do not feel comfortable betting on this. I get these guys are casuals. PSA, man, if you have hard-earned money and you have a child, please go buy that child something instead of betting on this game.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a point to bet on this game. Please don't. Uh, like Andy made some great points. I do think the Raiders might cook up here, definitely because of this 9.5 spread. But I do not feel comfortable taking the Raiders this season. So personally, I'm staying away. But if I had to pick a team, I'm taking the Raiders. I don't. This spread is ridiculous for a Chargers team that can't run the ball, can't fucking protect their quarterback, and their defense is crumbling like crazy. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to bet on this game.
All right, 6. You already used your stay away, so you are forced to pick a
Yeah.
side in this one.
Yeah, so Andy, I thought made a lot of great points. I was on the fence about this. I was like, this is too obvious of Chargers. But hearing all of your guys pro Raider talk and all this nonsense, like, what are we doing, man? Are we seriously going to support Gino? Like, still,
I'm
like, what
not.
week are we in? Like, I love Pete Carroll. I'm a huge. You see the logo, you see the team. Huge Pete Carroll fan. I love Pete Carroll. If the name Pete wasn't outdated, I might have named my kid's middle name Pete. But the thing is he's like, we're still supporting him. We're still supporting the Raiders. What are we doing, guys? They're going to lose by probably like 30. Okay, maybe not 30, but they're losing by at least 10. The Chargers are a legitimate team who's contending for the playoffs. They might even have a chance to run away and win their division, which is not an easy division in football. The Broncos are pretty good, and they have to catch the Broncos, but this is a team that's going to. I don't think they're going to make playoffs. Still think they're going to choke. I called that a couple weeks ago. I still think they're going to choke. But at the end of the day, I think they're still a competitive team, legitimate team, and I think they're going to beat the Raiders by more than 10. And the fact that we're still supporting Geno Smith and this time of day and this week is crazy. Love you though, Geno. But yeah, it's time to hang it up, brother.
Divisional game, baby.
Okay.
You the man for
Divisional
this.
game. Hey,
Yeah,
what
you're
was
not
it?
riding with the
Divisional game,
divisional
divisional
cheese.
nutsack.
All right. Well, that gives you a fade. Let's move on to a game I tried to wipe off the board. Broncos go on the road for the Commanders. The Broncos and Bo Nix are favored by 5.5. Kenny, what do you think about this one?
Broncos smash that money line. Honestly, if you're a betting man, money line Broncos. I'm sorry, this Commanders team is old, raggedy, trash. It don't matter if Terry McLaurin plays. This team sucks.
Okay, interesting. 6,
Yeah,
Bud.
I'll
Any
go hop in.
rebuttals for that one?
I'll hop in. PS2. They say PS2 is poised to return, so I don't care if you got who you got coming back. It doesn't matter. Commanders is like Kenny said, not a good football team. They're going to lose. The Broncos, like I just said a game ago, are a really good football team, coached really well. Whatever you want to say about Sean Payne, I don't know. Morally, he seems like a piece of shit, but football-wise, he's a great coach. So I'm going Broncos are covering the 5.5-point spread. They're going to win that division. I believe that's, I said the Chiefs were going to win that division 2 weeks ago. I'll correct myself. The Broncos are 100% winning that division. Go ahead, put the house on them winning the division. But don't
All
make
right,
us.
Boog, another fade opportunity here.
I'm not taking the fade, man. I won't be like SGA and push off and get the fade.
Hey,
I'm going with the
the
Broncos as well.
shade.
I echo Candy's sentiments. He put it so eloquently. This Washington team, they're slow, they're old, they suck. And the
Raggedy.
Broncos defense
Raggedy.
and they're raggedy. Marcus Mariota, I'm not putting any shekels on you. I don't believe in
that.
you. Sorry, man. Like it's not personal. It isn't. I swear it's not. But
It's not.
against his defense, keeping it within a touchdown, I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's not. PS2's back.
Even though the boner could fuck us all, he could
boner.
fuck us all. Literally.
Oh my.
All right. That gives us our second sweep
believe in the
of the
boner.
week. I am also riding with the Broncos. They played some discouragingly close games against some bad competition, but
Yeah.
this defense is just too strong
Too good.
for the Commanders' attack with Marcus Mariota. I think this is the game that's going to convince the Commanders to officially shut down Jaden Daniels. I can't believe they haven't yet for the season. They know what they have with him,
Yeah.
and they know that the rest of the roster is not good enough to win, even as great as he is. It's a wrap. But all right, Monday night game. I've heard a lot of talk about how it's going to be kind of a stinky, another primetime game, but see
No,
it that
sir.
way. You got the Giants going
No.
on the road for the Patriots. The Patriots are laying 7.5 points. Bug, what do you think, man?
Come on. We going to the fucking moon. I'm taking the Giants. That's too many points. Drake May, you are a fraud. Jackson Dart is the truth. He's going to show the league that he is the best white quarterback in the game right now. I'm putting a stamp on it. I'm going Jackson Dart, man. We're back. We clearing concussion protocol. We crashing out. We putting head first back in the first downs. Don't care. You can't change it. You can't change the God. You can't take the dog out the cat. Let's fucking go. G-Men, Big Blue, prime time. We own the Pats. Any Pats fans listening, you know what it is. This is for Eli, baby. You know what it is. Let's go. Big Blue, let's fucking go, man.
I'll go ahead and
All
hop on.
It's very strong feelings there.
I'll go ahead and hop on.
Yeah,
You know, I just want to
nigga.
let's really, I'm gonna reel you in for a second, Ben. Let's reel you in. You called Jackson Dart the best white quarterback in the NFL. He's far
Hell
from it.
yeah.
He's very
Hell
good.
yeah.
Drake May, you called him a fraud. Let's reel that in. Drake May has proven to be legit all season long.
Okay,
He's been
schedule.
balling. Let's
Okay.
just reel it in. He beat the Bills. Let's reel it. But with that said,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna reel it in too far though. Because I'm
Come
going
on.
boys in blue, baby. 7.5? 7.5? Give me the
We
boys in
say
blue.
it, man.
Jackson Dart on Monday Night Football. Now
The
that's
lights.
entertainment. That's what we've been waiting for. Monday Night
Let's
Football
go.
has sucked all season long. This is going to be, if not the best Monday Night Football game we've had so far this season, it's going to be one of the top 3. Jackson Dart is a baller. Patriots
Let's
are
go.
still going to win this game. It's not going to be by a touchdown, though. Boom. Boys in blue. Back them. Let's go,
Come
baby.
on. Let's
Come
go.
on, Big Blue. Come on.
Jackson
Ride
Dart,
it,
baby.
Booger.
Let's go.
Ride it, Booger.
Come on.
G-Man, let's go, New York!
G-Man,
Cause right
come
here you
on.
go. I'm
Come
fucking
on.
rolling with
Come
the
on.
Giants,
Come
man.
on, man.
The
G-Man.
Giants have had the Patriots number for
Come on.
20 fucking years.
20
alright?
years.
No.
Come on
20
now.
fucking
Curse
years,
of
alright?
Eli.
Fuck the
Come on,
Pats.
Con.
Fuck this Drake May bullshit. Whatever the fuck they talking about.
Whoa, I don't know about that.
I'm sorry.
that.
I don't give a
That
fuck.
Drake May.
Fraud. I'm with
Fraud.
Jackson Dart. I'm rolling with Singletary. I'm rolling with
do like
Tracy. I'm rolling with Brian Burns. I'm going. Give me the blue. Give me
Come
big blue.
Boys are
on.
blue.
Come on.
Come on.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah,
G-Men.
let's wrap it up with a sweep here. I'm not with the Drake May hate.
Yes.
I do think Drake May is pretty
Yes.
goated, but he is prone to taking bad sacks. I think this Giants pass rush is going to get after it. The Pats don't have the run game to take advantage of New York's weakness on that side of the ball. As
Come
much
on.
as I love Travion Henderson, he's good for some home run balls, but he's a
Come on.
little too little to try to get past that D line. So yeah, let's ride. Let's ride with
Let's-
Jackson Dart,
Yes.
sweeping it
Jackson
to end
Dart.
it.
Let's go.
Let's get into our locks. I'll start off here. I hinted to it earlier. It's supposed to be a game between two fake teams, but I don't think the Buffalo Bills are as fake as people are making them out to be. I think all their losses actually make perfect sense. They have very clear defined weaknesses and very clear defined strengths. Some of those games might feel fluky, but I do think they're a much, much, much better team than the Steelers, who actually are fake. Every single win they've had has been fluky. I'm locking the Bills -3, and I'll go ahead and spoil my lotto pick as well. I'm taking the Bills -6.5. That gets you up to +158. Kenny,
Ooh.
what do you got?
Blue. I'm going with the blue.
Uh,
I'm going with the Giants as my lock, man.
Let's go.
+7.5. Jackson
Let's
Dart
go.
back from concussion protocol.
Let's
I'm
go.
rolling with them big time. Fuck the
Let's go.
Pats. Fuck the Patriots. All this bullshit. Oh, we've been bad for 5 years. Y'all had 20 years. 20 years. Get out of my face. Get out of
Yeah.
my face.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go. I love it. I love it.
Oh, it's funny.
Let's go.
What's your
6.
lotto?
What's your lock
Oh,
for the
my
week?
bad. I'll go with my lock. My lock is going to be the Niners 4.5. The Niners, they are 2 games behind the Rams for that divisional lead. They have 2 must-win games left on their schedule with the Browns and then the Titans. After that, they go Colts, Bears, Seahawks, who are all 3 competitive teams. They know this. Kyle Shanahan is reminding them. They have a great coach, great coaching staff, great Christian McCaffrey, captain on the offense. Shador's awesome. I love Shador. I think it's going to be 49ers, 4.5. It's not going to be by more than 10. It's going to be by a touchdown or by 10, but it's going to be 49ers. They're going to win this game. Must-win game. Kyle Shanahan will not let them lose.
Let's go.
Interesting. Bug, you
Sure
got
you will
a
see-
surprise pick for us this week.
Hey, we going locks? We going locks and
Yeah, what's your lock first?
my lock. I'm going with the Houston Texans again. Back-to-back weeks, back-to-back underdogs.
Yes,
Plus
sir.
4.5 against the Colts. Danny Dimes on a broken fibula or Riley Leonard. It doesn't matter. Defense is legit. I'm going with the Texans, man.
Okay, I like that. I think that's a good point. All right.
They've been
Okay.
winning
All
me
right,
lots
and
of
Boog,
money.
why don't you open us up with the lotto too?
Hey, that lotto. Oh, Giants money line. Yo, what is it at? +3. What we at with the Giants money line?
+320.
+320.
I love it. Give me the Giants outright. I think Jackson Dart. We got one more big game in us. This is that game, Monday night. They beat the Dirty Birds. They beat the Eagles on a Thursday night under the lights. I think he loves the lights, loves the big games. I'm going with Jackson Dart. Giants money line, baby. Let's go.
All right. Book hit on a money line for the lotto last week with the Texans. We got another money line on our
Yeah.
lotto parlay. Kenny,
Yeah.
what do you got?
Browns money line, baby. I'm going with Shadur Sanders
Ooh.
+198. I believe in the ice. I believe in the drip. I just the throws he was making that Dylan Gabriel could not make last week or for the last 4 weeks. It shows to me that this man is good. I think the Niners are fake. I'm going with Shadur. I think the Browns cover and win.
6?
Yeah, I got Tyler
Love
Algier anytime touchdown +185. I think that this Jets team is really bad. This Falcons team is not good passing without Drake London or Michael Penix, so they're going to lean on the run. B. John's going to have a heavy day, so they're going to rely on red zone Algier to strike again like he's been striking all season long. He's guaranteed at least 1 touchdown at +185. Cash in that moolah.
I like that.
All
I
right.
like
And
that.
if y'all string those 3 together with the Bills -6.5 at +158, that gets you to +9,103. $10 almost gets you a band. $100
that.
almost gets you 10K.
I like
That's good
that.
money. And We hate to say we're due, but we really are due to hit a lotto lay.
We don't
This is the
believe in
one.
that.
All right.
This is the one. This is the one. Jackson Dart, do it, baby. Monday
Do it for
night.
us.
Shout out
Monday
JSN.
night.
JSN's best offense player in the NFL.
Happy
Hey, shout out.
Thanksgiving, y'all. Thank you for
Happy
doing this with
Thanksgiving.
me. Thank you
Peace.
to anyone who listens. We're going to hit
Yes.
that
Appreciate
lotto
y'all.
lay. We're going to be thankful for that. Tail us. Tune in. Peace.
Yes,
All right, y'all. Peace.
Thank you.